Jude Bellingham is one of the best young players in Europe, and Borussia Dortmund are open to selling him for the right price. And Jason Burt of The Telegraph claims United are finally registering an interest. The 19-year-old has interest from Manchester City, Liverpool, Real Madrid and Chelsea. But his £110 million asking price may prove a stumbling block. Ten Hag understands he will have to sell to raise enough money for Bellingham if United also sign a striker as expected. Bellingham joined Dortmund 3 years ago and has made 123 appearances in all competitions, contributing 44 goals. Ten Hag would have to break the Red Devils' transfer record to bring Bellingham to Old Trafford, while also finding money to sign a stellar centre-forward. New owners may completely change the equation, especially if the debt is wiped off United's books to free up finances and allow the club to spend more. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro put in an impressive performance during the 1-0 win over Real Betis in the Europa League on Thursday evening. The Red Devils had a commanding 4-1 lead from the first leg of the round of 16 tie at Old Trafford, but manager Erik ten Hag still opted for a strong lineup. Betis tried their utmost to find the back of the net, but they could not find a way past David De Gea. There were no surprises that Marcus Rashford bagged the winner. He missed an easy sitter but made amends with a stunning 30-yard strike just moments later. Rashford was the man of the match for his splendid goal, but in our opinion, Casemiro was brilliant in midfield again, winning a number of key duels and tackles. With yesterday's game, Casemiro is no longer at risk of being suspended in Europe, with the yellow card history being wiped. He will now have to wait a while for his next United appearance. The midfielder is suspended for the next 4 domestic games after his sending off against Southampton. Hence, he won't play again until the first leg of the Europa League quarter-final on April 13. Frimpong joined Bayer Leverkusen from Celtic in 2021 and has made 80 appearances in all competitions, bagging 9 goals and 18 assists. Sport Bild says Frimpong is one of the hottest stock for the summer, as he's been consistently fantastic at Leverkusen. United want the right back, but it remains to be seen what Ten Hag will do with his existing alternatives. The £30 million rated defender, who has made 22 Bundesliga appearances this season, would be second in the United squad for goals. He's much better than Dalo and Wan-Bissaka in the final third, but doesn't turn over the ball as much. If Ten Hag keeps one defensive-minded right back, should he sign an attack-minded one for balance? Frimpong brings a lot of goals, and it might come down to whether Dalo signs a new long-term deal or not. Sir Jim Ratcliffe arrives at Old Trafford this morning with Ineos delegation and is welcomed by Richard Arnold. Second bids for Manchester United have to be lodged by the middle of next week, with final offers due around Easter. Sources in the city and within the club say that, in a tightening of the process, midweek is the cut-off point, with Wednesday the likeliest deadline. It remains to be seen if, following second bids, those involved will enter into an exclusivity period with one group. However, it appears as though there may well be another round of bids with Easter penciled in for the cut-off. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his Ineos delegation leaving Old Trafford just after 2 hours meeting. Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani is expected to make a fresh bid for Manchester United within 10 days according to latest report. Sheikh Jassim's representatives were at Carrington Training Ground yesterday for a meeting, which lasted 10 hours. Having been given much-needed information about Manchester United, the bidders are expected to return with improved offers. One of the reasons the face-to-face meetings were set up is to convince Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim that Manchester United are worth £6 billion. Manchester United are hoping to get the bidding process completed very quickly. Bidders have until a few days to the end of the month to come up with new offers.